Give your dog the best start possible. We offer proven tools, products, and supplements backed by our real-world experience and our passion for healthy dogs.
Welcome to NWA Cane Corsos Podcast, where we talk all things dogs.
And they make me the underdog. I'm gonna show them all they're wrong because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the NWA Cane Corso Show. I am your host, Joe, your brother from another mother. Let me pay some bills. I said I was gonna start doing better. Resources, Tim Kaufman, the Cane Corso enthusiast on Facebook. Look up Barbara Naybridge. She has many Facebook groups on the Cane Corso. Who am I mentioning? Tony Scandy got a new show, the Cane Corso Academy. I think that's what it is. Yeah, and the Canine Academy. Shouts out. So them are your resources for this week. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna do it to it. Brother Clyde is in the house. What's up, Clyde?
What's going on, everybody? This is Clyde Thompson, CT's Touch. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening. Let me give some shouts out. DK9, Jimmy, Caveman, Craw, Weebay Gray. What's happening? Clyde, what's good, buddy?
Oh man, hey, it's the same old, different dollar, different day. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Let me give one more shout out before you do that. Training a home and family protection dog. That's kind of why we here.
Boy, huh?
yeah. Facebook group, yeah.
Hey, I sent out a lot of fillers. I tried to get as much people to chime in on this as possible so we can kill this noise.
Let's do it. Caveman, Angelo, Santiago, these dudes. We see guys that's in the group. Rain, what's up, brother? You in the group too?
Hey, I hope a guy named Tabarius or Tabar, I hope he get in on the group.
Tabari, yeah, I know Tabari out of Memphis over there. Hey,
man.
Doug is in the house. Salute. So the title of the show, can a dog assess a threat? Clyde, they want me to ask you, like, are you playing semantics with us? What do you mean? Can a dog assess? Of course it can. Can you be clear on what you're saying?
I can be very clear on what I'm saying. I'm always clear on what I'm saying. I just don't, a lot of on these pages, man. Like you said, you told me earlier, Joe Clyde, you've been giving up the game for so long. You know what I'm saying? And you've been giving it free, and I have been giving it free. And so now I try to just say enough to let them know that I know what I'm talking about. I say enough to let them know. Most of the time I say the narrative don't fit the video. And in most cases, when I say the narrative don't fit the video, listen to the narrative and then watch what the video, see if the video supports. And in so many cases it don't, but what I found out is that a lot of people, man, when you say something and you try to give them enough information to look at their comment or look at their video, instead of doing that, they just want to automatically get defensive. So once they get defensive, then I'm not trying to answer your questions. I'm not trying to educate you. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that your narrative don't fit your video.
We're gonna make Miss Sharon group famous, man. But the tone of the group is to critique, right? That's what I get from
Well, Joe, whenever you put a video up, whenever you post a video up, you're posting that video for the world to see. And this is what I tell people. I don't search your page. I don't search your videos. When your video come across my page, come across my feed, I look at it, and if I see something good, man, I don't mind telling people. I'll give thumbs up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then when I see the nonsense, sometimes I don't even want to be bothered with it. But some of it is it's so much like this excessive threat, you know. It's so much BS and rhetoric going on about this. I'm just like, it just makes me want to throw up.
Right. Well, I'm hoping everybody, matter of fact, let me drop that link, because I said I was going to drop that link so anybody can come in here and chime in straight up, because this is a good way to do it too, because like sometimes that text, you can't get your point across. Now we can get face to face. You can
Exactly.
turn to speak. So that's the link in the chat, y'all. I'm going to put it up on the screen. The link is in the chat. It looks just like that. HTTCS StreamYard. Hit that link. Anybody want to come in?
See, I
look
tell
at this
Miss
one.
Sharon, Joe, Miss Sharon's probably a really good lady, but Miss Sharon wants to try to please everybody. She wants to get on, she wants to say something good about everything, and some things it ain't nothing good to say about. And when you always trying to say something good about something bad, it makes you look like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I
But
tell
you know-
Miss Sharon, go ahead.
Yeah. But you know, Miss Sharon got a hard job though. I'm not trying to take up for her.
I
Boy, it's some
understand, but
strong- there's some
sometimes you
personalities
just
in that joint.
sometimes it's best not to say nothing at all, but you can't keep
Yeah.
saying you right to everything.
Right.
You can't keep saying you right, and that's a good idea, and that's this, and that's that. And then when somebody pointed out, all of a sudden, okay, it's not right, it's not good.
Right.
You know,
right.
so just sit back sometime and listen and watch.
It's a
Don't
lot
be
of
so
free
quick to comment or to co-sign.
There's a lot of
Don't
free learning
co-sign
in
for
there.
something you're not so brushed in on.
Yeah. So Dan says, "What's up, Dan?" He's in the group. He says, "Clyde critiques my training video. It's all okay. That's why I am there."
So Dan, when I say something about Dan, Dan he don't snap back. He kind of looks at it. He assesses the situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when somebody make a comment, I don't really know Dan. I think he's the police officer with the sable dog, good looking dog. But a lot of times when somebody make a comment, Dan's responses or his comments be pretty dead on. So when I read somebody's comment and I see how they handle it, see what they say, it lets me know more about them than you think. I don't even know him, but I know Dan gets it most of the time.
Right. Well, the thing is, me personally, I'ma always listen to my critics. You got on to me one time. You done got on me several times. I remember one time I had posted a video. I was laying back with that that puppy with that milk bottle. You're like, what are you doing? We country boys.
Hey, you're making weak dogs. You're making dogs dependent.
Yeah.
You're making weak dogs, man.
But then I used but I needed that checking, like, you know, and then I just moved the dog to another mom that I had another litter on, and she raised the pups. You know what I'm saying?
And that's okay.
Yeah, they just
but she's raised with puppies though.
Right. Yeah.
It ain't you. She ain't starting. She ain't starting. See, when you do that with puppies at an early age, you start making them dependent upon somebody. The mama don't always go to them to give them milk. They go to the mama to get milk. But when you start always taking it to the puppy and take it, man, you imprinting the puppy wrong.
Right. But I did have an issue with the mom on that litter, so that's why I was doing that. She came out of anesthesia. She came out like.
Well, sometimes, man, I tell people we got to miss that money before we just start making some bad dogs, because that's what'll happen. You'll make a dog, the dog start wanting to be dependent upon man.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
Hey, he don't want to go get no food. He used to you bringing him food.
They say I have an echo. Is it?
Yeah,
do I have an echo on Clyde's? Is it coming off on Clyde's end? Yeah, it is. How bad?
It's on my end. So let me try this. Let me set this thing away from me. Tell me if that does it any better.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, I hear it. I can hear it now.
You still hear the echo?
I guess it's picking up from your speakerphone.
I wonder, do I need to go get my headset and put on? Is it still echoing?
Hello?
You hear me?
Yeah, let's try with your headphones on, Clyde.
All right, let me grab them, brother.
Okay. All right. What's up, y'all? What's up, Doug? Hit the algorithm. Y'all come in now. I got this. I'm putting this link up now. And you guys from the and I wouldn't mind meeting some of you guys.
Ask him what that sound like, Joe. I took that speaker thing out.
Let me say something.
Is that any better?
Perfect. That's perfect.
All right.
What's up, baby? Cool. Huh? Yeah, I just started what you needed. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, critiquing is just something that we all you should listen. You should listen to your critics, and because sometimes it's not always true, but sometimes it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I tell people, man. You can learn something from everybody, the good and the bad, and in this dog training world. And that's not just in the dog training world, but in any business. Learn who to listen to. Learn. You can listen to everybody, but let some of it go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
And then some of the stuff, you take it and you put it in your memory bank, or you don't even have to use it, because there's always more than one way to skin a cat. You know, I try to do things the most efficient and sufficient way. That's me. You know what I'm saying? But my way, a lot of people think that I think that my way is the best, that I'm the best. No, not at all. I tell people I'm far from the best, but I am far from the worst. But what it is I train from a practical standpoint, and I put practicality and just common sense in everything. You know, you take a guy, he'll put a video and he'll say, "This is my first time agitating this dog and we want to blah, blah, blah." And when I look at that video, I can tell automatic, no, you lying. That ain't your first time agitating that dog.
Yeah, you could,
you know what I'm saying? Don't feed us the bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, be transparent. And that's one thing about me on my YouTube page, which is CT's Touch Horses /dogs. Anything that I make, it's transparent. It's uncut. It's unedited.
Yeah. What's up,
brother?
Who
we got chiming in?
It's Wee Bay.
What's up, Wee Baby?
What's happening with you? Shouts out to everybody. Glad to be in. Just wanted to say what's up. Ask you about that Atlas German Shepherd you've been promoting real quick.
Man, I tell you what, I got that dog, man. He's 16 months. He's raw. He's talented. He's confident. He can go in any direction a person wants, man. And I'm selling him very, very affordable. You seen on the video, I've had that dog probably 2 months now, and all that training that I've done with him is informal. I ain't worked him on a leash yet, just playing with him. That dog wants to do something. He wants to bond, man. He connects with me. He's looking in my eyes. He's focused on me. He listens real well. And I think he would make somebody a good dog, and it doesn't matter what direction you want to go with him.
Second question I got for you based off of what you just said.
Yes.
What do you think the criteria of the next person or next handler of Atlas should be? How skillful should they be?
It needs to be somebody with a little bit of dog experience, because he can get pushy. He'll start jumping up in your face. You know what I'm saying? And if you keep letting the dog jump up in your face all the time, next thing you know, he'll start nipping. You know, if you got the toy in your hand, if you got a tug or whatever ball, he wants to. If you don't give it to him, when he wants to try to take it sometime. So when I first got him, he was always jumping on me. So I got him where, if you look in that video, I got him where when I tell him no, he pretty much calms down. I mean, he stops jumping, stops trying to be aggressive, and he'll just get patient and wait. But you need to have some experience with this guy. The person with no experience, he'll probably end up kind of scaring them, because he don't get aggressive with it, but it can turn into I don't know. See, I don't know a lot about this dog's bloodline. I know his daddy is supposed to be a superb dog. There's a lady here in Oklahoma. She brags on the daddy of this dog. I do have AKC papers on him. But I think if somebody didn't have dog experience, he would probably intimidate them a little bit, because he's wiry. He's looking for something to do. He's supposed to be house trained.
And I tell you, the things that I show him, he grabs it real quick and he retains it real quick.
For sure, I appreciate that. I ain't gonna hold up no more time. Other brothers might want to get in here. I do want to ask you one last thing. You've been doing a lot of breeding over the years. I've been following them. What's going on with Olas? What you got going?
Olas, man, is out of that black dog Storm. When I bought Storm strictly on her looks. The lady had the papers. I hadn't even got them yet. I just bought her strictly on her looks. I didn't know she had long-haired dogs in her genes. I personally don't like it in my German Shepherds. And Storm was a little bit, she was a bit passive. But I did a couple of tests, and I thought that if I bred her with the right male, I could bring out and pass her passiveness and take it out of there a little bit. But Olas is kind of he's got her personality. And then when he was younger as a puppy, fault of mine, I didn't do a lot of interacting with him, and he got to where he was just hanging with the other pups. And when you let certain dogs run with the other pups too long, they really don't feel like they don't value you or need you. Olas is cool with just being off doing his own thing. But when I bring him to me, for a minute, I have to make Olas pay attention to me. But once I make him pay attention, it's on.
I got you. Hey, man, thanks for your time. Joe.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for putting all of this together, man. You done connected so many people because of this show. I done reached out. I talked with John. Mm-hmm. Listen, man, you're making headway, man. I appreciate everything you're doing. Fuck the haters and keep it going, man. I appreciate y'all.
I totally agree, my friend.
Hey, Clyde, you do the same thing, my brother. I apologize. You on the same rock. You know we rock.
You all right, man.
Say less.
Yes,
all right.
All right, man. Nice to meet you.
Take it easy.
All right. Yeah. So, it was nice to see, man. Yeah, y'all come on in. I like that. I want to see some of y'all faces, man. I just see all these screens. Now, I do be seeing them on Facebook, though. Man, I got about 100 people on my Facebook trying to be a friend. I wish y'all go to my NWA page.
Yeah, come on there. Right.
Yeah, shit. But
anybody,
go ahead.
Is they shooting any questions yet?
Not yet, man. We waiting on somebody to come in, and anybody want to just have this just a friendly little debate, man, on can a dog assess? But you could just continue on, Clyde. If you want.
Let's talk about a dog assessing a threat. We got these dog moms and these dog fur daddies, fur moms and fur mamas and fur daddies. They get a dog, probably they didn't have one dog in their life, and they start making TikToks and they get popular on TikTok. And then they start saying things and people come across it and they think it's 100. They think it's for real just because he got 17,000 followers. You know, they think what he say is the truth. And they just basing it on his followers and all and things like that, man. You know, and they start talking about my dog was thinking about this and he thought this and he assessed this situation and he looked back and said, "No, mama, you get back. I got this." You know, I mean, it's just, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's really kind of how it goes. And man, when you take, and we spoke about it before, and I say dog trainers are the worst at taking a word and trying to change the meaning of the word. You know what I'm saying? When we communicate, our words mean everything.
Right.
You know, you can't say, "Well, I meant this." You can't say this, but meant this. Say what you mean. And how you say what you mean is by using the correct words. Words define. And these dog trainers, man, they take certain words and they try to make this word fit in what they're doing and adding a total different meaning to the word almost. And it confuses people. So my thing is, I tell people, what does the Webster Dictionary of assess tell you? What does the Webster Dictionary of a threat tell you? What is a threat? You know what I'm saying? So again, practicality, common sense, and just our basic language and the definitions of the words we choose to use. So you take the word assess and a threat. I'm gonna use Miss Sharon because Miss Sharon, she's so bad at this. One day she was talking about it was a video where a dog was a child involved. So she seemed to think that the dog would know how much pressure to bite a child versus how much pressure to bite a grown man. No, a dog don't. He's not thinking like that. You
Right.
know, you take your dog, your personal dog, and if you're playing with your dog, and your dog is kind of growling and biting on you, so is he assessing the fact that you're really not a threat to him, or is you just ain't took him to a level to where he felt he needs to get serious? Because if you let that dog keep playing and you start playing too rough, a certain dog may get serious with you.
Right.
So it's not that he knows that you're his owner and he knows not to be serious with you. It's just that you have taught him along the way. When he start getting serious, you get on your dog. No, don't do that. So he's learning that behavior.
Right. Right.
You take a person that does a lot of, like, I see a lot of these trainers, they do so much muzzle work. When you do too much of that muzzle work, now you got a dog. Most of the time you'll notice when you go let your dog do a live bite, he ain't trying to stay hooked up because he's used to you start conditioning him. And now he wants to do what he's done in the muzzle fight. Now you got some dogs, there's always exception to the rules. Some dogs, they want to hurt you. Some dogs don't. So you got to know what type of dog you have and when you're doing too much of anything. Too much agitation, too much training, it don't become serious to the dog no more.
So does the when you say a dog can't assess, does it depend on the dog as well?
No, it does not depend on the dog as far as when it comes to assessing a threat. So if you had a dog, somebody had a dog, and I walked up with a stick in my hand, and I got it up here like this. So can that dog, when you say assess a threat, can that dog look at me, and tell what I'm about to do? No, that dog cannot do that. So in certain situations, a dog may have seen this sight picture so much, and he's associated this sight picture with aggression. So again, you've conditioned his mind, but he's not thinking that. His thought process doesn't work like ours.
Right.
He's seen that picture. But this same picture could be me giving you a high five.
That's true. Yeah.
So now, can he tell if I'm fit to give you a high five, or if he tell if I'm fit to slap the shit out of you? No, no, he cannot.
Okay. Hey, so what I'm gonna do, CT, since ain't nobody hitting that link, I'm gonna go back in the group and read some of those comments.
Go ahead.
But anyway, right here is Davidson Canine. Can a dog assess? Yes. Should they? Not really, because once they think they make the decision, problems can arise. Dogs should know what's happening, but wait till command to act.
So see, who is that man? Such and such Canine?
Davidson Canine, Canada. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Davidson Canine, man, but no, the dog does not assess the threat at all. The dog sees the sight picture. So he's either going to act on it or not act on it, but he's not assessing it. He's not figuring out what's going on out there. So most cases, Joe, you got a dog, they recognize strangers.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's going to bark at this stranger, or he's going to go up on the porch, he's going to get away from him, he's going to do whatever he does, because this is what this particular dog does when a stranger come around. So he don't know what that stranger's intent is. So if he reacts to, if my dog bark at a stranger, good boy, good boy. Now, if the stranger, if I want the stranger to approach, good boy, leave it alone, leave it, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if I didn't tell him it was okay, even though the stranger that showed up could have been my uncle, my dog is going to bite my uncle if I don't tell my dog it's okay. So he ain't assessing no threat. He's just recognizing a stranger, and we train our dogs to show aggression to strangers.
Right.
At least I do.
Right. So ain't nobody, hey man, y'all supposed to be pushing back tonight. What the hell going on? What the hell is going on?
Hey, I'm gonna shoot down everything that they push at me, I'm gonna shoot it down.
Well,
And this is what I tell people. Make what I say not make sense.
Okay. Well, I know what they will shoot this one at you. So let's say they can't assess it in the way in the way we're talking about it, but they can sense it.
They can't sense it. Here's what
because of a pheromone.
You say what?
Because of a pheromone that our bodies give off.
Okay. So let's take adrenaline,
Which is the pheromone, right?
which is a pheromone. It's a scent that we can give off. But we can give off adrenaline when we're mad. We can give off adrenaline when we're excited. We can give off adrenaline when we're happy. That dog cannot tell if I'm mad, if I'm happy. If so, I can play like, come here, Joe, and stab the shit out of you. So what a dog does, his senses are better than us. He can smell better than us. He can see better than us. He can hear better than us. Okay? So in the night, the dog might hear a strange noise, and he might start barking at that. He don't know what that strange noise is. He just knows something unfamiliar to him. And this particular dog, he's either nervous about unfamiliar noises, or he's wanting to approach unfamiliar noises because he's cocky, he's aggressive, or because he's just letting this unfamiliar noise be aware that, hey, I hear you, I smell you. Dogs communicate with their mouth. They communicate barking. They communicate with their body language. But far as sensing, here's a prime example. When you tell a person, this is a lot of people, a dog can sense when you're scared of him. No, a dog can't sense when you're scared of him. A dog can see your abnormality. So when you take a person that's scared of a dog and you say, he's okay, he's not going to bite you. Some people be like, okay, and they'll just approach and act normal. But then you got some people, they start like, man, is you sure? And they jumping and they flinching every time the dog moves. So to that dog is like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this person? So the dog feeds on what he just saw. He feeds on your abnormality.
Okay. So let me take this question from the group. I ain't gonna say his name or her name. I don't know if it's a male. That name is funny. Many in this group have said dogs cannot discern real threats themselves without human intervention. There seems to be two very distinct schools of thought here, where some insist that dogs can determine real threats towards humans, others insist they cannot. My question here is to those that say dogs cannot discern in this way. How do we explain the behavior of flock guardians that typically work independently, no human cues, commands? What is happening there, and why is it different to dogs understanding human threats in the home?
Hey, I know exactly who that is because I've heard that same rate. Now, let me explain.
I'm reading it from the group. I'm reading
Let me explain that for this guy. And I told him to chime in because I was going to explain it to him. Okay, first of all, you take your flock dogs, which are guardian dogs. First of all, those dogs, their personalities, their characteristics, they're not too friendly with strangers. Okay? That's the first thing. They're not friendly with strangers. They're really not friendly with other dogs unless they were raised up with these dogs. So now, when you take that same dog, and if you don't raise him with the animals that he's supposed to protect, he ain't giving a damn about them animals. You bring a big guardian dog in at 9 or 10 months old and go put him out there with some sheep that he ain't never been around as a puppy, and you think he's fit to be out there protecting them sheep? Hell no. That dog probably gonna run off. Now you take a guardian dog and raise them up around those animals. They're protective of their premises. They're protective of their family. So
Right.
now anything that's out there in the dark, they're concerned about it. So let's say a coyote come up, okay? They're going to attack a coyote, not because that coyote is coming. He knows that coyote wants to eat one of these sheep. He's going to attack that coyote because that coyote is an outside dog in my perimeter.
Which he's a threat.
Which he's a threat because not because he's wanting to attack the sheep. He's a threat because of that dog's characteristics. That dog don't fuck with strangers. He don't fuck with other. You take another dog come in there, he'll attack that other dog unless that other dog show him body language. If that dog show him body language, cower down to him and ease up to him, submit to him, and let him know, hey man, I'm not here to cause no trouble. Depending on that dog, he may not attack that dog. So see, coyotes ain't coming up around domesticated dogs and giving body language to them, showing that I'm trying to be submissive to you. I don't want no trouble. I don't, you know what I'm saying? A coyote's, his body language is totally different. So that guardian dog, which is protective of his area anyway.
Yeah, very protective. Yeah.
Very protective of his area anyway. So it has nothing to do with him assessing that dog. Let's take my dog Atlas. Atlas could look like a coyote. Atlas wouldn't be thinking about chasing those sheep. If Atlas got in that pen at night, if you got a good guardian dog, he's probably going to attack Atlas, and Atlas ain't thinking about attacking those sheep. And it's just because of that dog's presence, Atlas being in his perimeter.
Okay. So a dog barking outside. Y'all need to come on in. I'm gonna look through these comments, but there's a lot of people in here. Shit. Dog barking at someone outside. This is a text I got.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving an example. Dog barking at someone outside. He assessed the situation because he let the owner know someone's outside and a possible threat by barking.
Hell, see, this is the kind of shit hell, how you know he ain't barking at a raccoon? How you know he ain't barking at a cat? How you know he ain't barking?
No.
Hold up. How you know he ain't barking at somebody just walking by your house that's not a threat?
Right. But let's take it for what it is. Someone is outside. The dog start barking. Boo, boo, boo.
Okay. So most dogs at their house will bark at a stranger, whether his intent is to do harm to you or not. It could be the mailman dropping off the mail. So is he a threat? No. He's doing his job. So that dog gonna bark at the mailman. So now, if he can assess a threat, then why can't he look and say, oh, hell, that's just the mailman, and stop barking?
So, okay. Well, let me ask you this, Clyde. A dog alerting.
A dog alerting.
Whether it's threatening or not, isn't the alert the result of it assessing a situation?
No, it's not.
Okay, all right.
No, it's not. So let's take my dog Q. You can be standing in my presence, and I can make Q alert, and you're not doing anything threatening. Okay.
Right.
I can make him alert on you, and he's ready to get you now. All right. So now let's say if you're standing in my presence and now you start talking loud and doing too much hand movement. Q ain't assessing the threat. I've trained Q, have seen this in training. Because I tell my trainers, get loud. Let me see, show me some hand movement. So he's learning that. He's learning to alert on that without me saying anything. I'm teaching him that.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't assess it because hell, how many times, us most, especially black people, we're talking, we got a lot of hand movement and it's good. It's good vibes.
We animated.
We animated, you know what I'm saying? So the dog at first, he cannot assess that.
Yeah.
What he does is he sees that. So now it's up to us to say, hey, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's how we build where our dog is not such a hair trigger dog.
Yeah.
See a dog that's a hair trigger, hey man, you bit.
Right.
So because he didn't know my hey man was all love and all good.
Yeah.
You bit.
Yeah. Hey, so we're gonna get to the comment section full. I'm gonna get to them, then I'm gonna have to challenge. Hey, y'all ain't come challenging. I'm the one having to challenge his thoughts, but we'll get back to it because I got something else I want to ask you. Vic, how you doing, brother? Nice to meet you.
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
We are in it to win it.
How you doing, Vic?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right, sir.
I think a lot of people are getting confused with the word assessment, as though the dog is reading a situation and making a decision. I think a lot of people need to understand that the dog is trained to react to a certain situation or stimuli, and that reaction is trained. It's
Keep
not
going.
assessing of a situation.
Keep going.
It is trained that when X happens, then I need to do Y. And if we
Keep
get
going.
to Z, then I can start back over at A. It
Keep
is
going.
not assessing a threat. If you want to say assessing a threat, and I use this down in the comments, if you say kids screaming versus a crackhead screaming, okay, cool. But if I have two kids in the backyard screaming and they're play fighting, does my dog know that? No, my dog is going to assess the threat that somebody's getting beat up, right? That's not assessing a threat, right? We know that is play fighting, but the dog is seeing a certain stimuli, a certain sight picture, and is going to react to its training. You always fall back to the highest level of your training or your lowest level of your training. That's what a dog is doing. They're
Vic, where
not
you from, my
people.
friend?
I'm from Texas, but I was a military dog handler, so
Hey, I like everything you're saying, man. I mean, it's so some people are more well spoken than I am. They better at clarifying. Vic just put it all in a nutshell, man. You know what I'm saying? And make what he said not make sense. You can't.
right. I don't think that you can tell a dog like I need you to enter a house, right, and take out a threat. A dog knows what you taught it. So if he only knows that he can go through doors and has never been taught that hey, the window's open, right? He didn't assess that the window's open. He just falls back to his training.
But let me
You know?
okay. But let's look at it from a training point. Once you showed him these psych pictures, once you showed him these scenarios, is then the dog, can he assess situations that he's trained for?
No.
Is he assessing or is he reacting to the scenario that unfolds, right?
Okay, let's
Am
take
I
the
just doing the same thing every day? Like if you go to basketball, football practice, are you only doing the same thing? Or do you get a playbook and now you got to open up the playbook? You have to teach the dog to open the playbook. If dude takes off running and suddenly he's like, okay, I give up, right? And
Okay.
the dog sees that he surrenders. Have we trained for this? Does the dog kind of know what a surrender looks like at this point to lay off and go into a guard or something, or to escort that person back, right?
So
You
the
gotta
dog reacts to
understand.
the scenarios he's been trained for. It's not assessing,
for.
it's reacting, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's more of a reaction.
and like you
dog,
said, not
watch it.
just a reaction, but a reaction, like he said, to what he's been trained.
Trained. Yeah.
So now you go in that house and let's say a member of the house is coming through that same window. So he's gonna
Correct.
have to say something to let that dog recognize, hey, it's me, man. So
Right.
most of the time when I show up at my place, this is what I have on. I have on a white t-shirt and jeans and a ball cap. My dogs know that, they see that because this is what I see every day. This is what they see every day. If I show up in a dress shirt and some cologne and no hat, they're barking at first. I have to let them know it's me. because they know my body language. They know what I normally show up in. I can show up with some cologne on, and they because they know this ain't what normally how Clyde shows up. And if I keep walking up, then they may eventually say, okay, that's him. But if I start acting suspicious and doing stuff, they'll start barking and get more aggressive because they ain't sure if it's me out there, because they smell different, they see different.
Okay. Right.
Have you ever had that problem with any of your dogs, Vic?
Yeah, to an extent. But it's just like you said, like I don't think that it's them assessing. I think it's a reaction. Once again, when
Exactly.
I walk in the door and I assert like, "Hey, Dad's home," the dog's like, "Oh, I gotta turn that off now." Because it's a
Exactly.
reaction until they know that the situation is okay. Then they're not assessing anything. They're going to do what they do.
Some guy on Sharon's page today put a clip, and it was Joe Rogan speaking on it, and he's talking about a dog seeing this and thinking this, and most people commenting and riding with it. And I said it must just because Joe Rogan is saying it. You
I
know,
think that when it comes to assessing, I think that I don't like to put it in a protection realm of things. I think like when you come to assessing, I think you start going into like detection. Can the dog assess where an odor or something is coming from? Right? Because then they're actually having to think. Right.
hmm
But I think when it comes into protection, it's how many scenarios can you put this dog into, and how many can you train for this dog to read and react to that? Okay, I know I've seen this before. This is what I'm supposed to go into.
Mm-hmm.
so
What do you
so
think about that, Clyde? If it's assessment, I would put it more into detection.
I would agree. I would agree with you on that. And then it comes back to, like you say,
But still
once
going to
they
put down the
detect it,
training.
now it's about what they've been taught to do once they detect it.
It's always going to fall back down to training.
So I totally agree with what you're saying, Vic. Uh, great minds think alike, my friend.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. So just listening and just monitoring the comments, I'm seeing a few words used here. And I want to know, do you guys think these words are different or do they work together? I'm hearing people saying assess, react, distinguish, detect.
However you
Hey,
want to skin
Vic.
that sheep, man.
Huh?
However you want to skin the sheep. I think at the end of the day, it's going to fall down to training. I think that when you start trying to use these words, you're trying to take the animal out of the dog.
Okay, but wait.
It's
Y'all, y'all,
dogs think
y'all are
like
y'all, y'all are coming
dogs.
from a training aspect that when you say the dog has seen pictures, but if
Yeah.
we just keep it as plain Jane,
Hmm.
plain Jane, but you uh the dog Bobby in the back, it you just said it can't assess different things is what you
I,
know,
I would say to a
an
level, but not to
untrained
the
dog.
level people are thinking that the dog can make a whole decision and go out
Mhm,
there and be perfect every time. No, like very, very small things.
mhm.
Yeah. The dog kind of like, oh, okay, you know. But if you're talking about making big decisions, like how a human is going to make a certain decision, I would disagree. I think the dog is going to fall back to training. Hey,
Let me give
in
people an
training,
example.
Hold
Let
on a
me.
second.
this
One,
is a
one second,
go.
Clyde. I'm gonna let you
And then
go.
training,
Okay.
this is not.
Davidson K9 is saying, are we just using semantics?
No, we're
Very
not
valid.
using semantics. So what is semantics? You know what I'm saying? Words have meanings. And dog trainers quit taking words and trying to make it mean something else. So it's the dog trainers confusing. A lot of dog trainers is the ones that's confusing the general public because they're taking a word and trying to put it in a situation and make it mean something. Okay, let's take the word. I hear this word all the time. Reactivity. Every fucking thing involves reactivity. If you slap me, what I do next is reactivity.
Reaction. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Huh? So
Yeah.
just because I'm If I slap, or you take a dog that's barking, oh, he's reactive. Oh, what the fuck? The dog is barking for a reason. He's telling, that's how dogs communicate, with their mouth. So the dog, and if you pay attention to your dog, for example, my dog outside, if I'm sitting in my living room and I hear Q bark, I could tell by his bark if someone is in a distance, if someone is just walking by, or if someone is actually approaching the gate. Because his
Yeah.
bark is different. The level of aggression, the level of seriousness gets different because he's been trained, or he was a mean dog. And, a mean dog doesn't even have to be trained. Some dogs, they're just territorial. They're going to show a lot of aggression to a stranger approaching. So until he's taught not to,
Are we talking
then
instinct?
that's genetics, instincts, just certain characteristics of certain dogs. Some dogs, it's just like people. Some people are mean, some people are nice, some people's in between.
Right.
How many times have you walked down the street and said hi to a person and they look at you and didn't speak?
Yeah.
How many times have you said hi to somebody, they spoke? How many times has somebody said hi to you first? But let me get this
I'm gonna go
scenario
back
right
to
here.
viewing.
Huh?
I'm gonna go back to viewing. Appreciate y'all having me on
Okay.
here.
Hey, nice to meet you, Vic.
Thanks,
Nice to meet
Vic.
y'all.
Hey, somebody come in here and challenge Clyde now. We've been doing all this talking in that Facebook group and ain't nobody came in here yet. Come on now.
You take a dog and set him down, and you take a rabbit and a squirrel, and you're going to turn the rabbit and the squirrel loose, and they both going to take out running. Do you think you can tell your dog, chase the rabbit? Don't chase the squirrel. Go after the rabbit. Or go after the squirrel. Don't chase the squirrel. Which one is that dog probably going to go after? It just depends on the dog. Which one did he see first?
Yeah.
See, some things we don't know.
Yeah.
There's a clip that Sharon then was commenting on. There's a guy that's taking a vacuum hose. He puts it up to his chest, and the dog jumps up and bites. They said the dog think that the guy's trying to hurt himself with the vacuum hose, so the dog was intervening. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. and then they do it with a poodle, and the poodle just looking. Well, why didn't the poodle react?
Right.
So there's a lot of answers that we can't give in a 30-second thing. But what I told him, I can put my experience with a dog and some practical, logical thinking. The German Shepherd probably will play with that damn hose. How many of y'all got a dog that plays with your vacuum? How many of you got a dog that runs from your vacuum? See what I'm saying? So when that guy put that hose to his chest, the dog didn't think he was trying to kill himself or hurt himself, and he was protecting him from hurting himself. The dog has just probably been playing with that vacuum hose. Like you got dogs that play with water hose, right?
Right.
I've seen dogs play with water hose.
Right.
Now, if I start spraying water on me and spraying it in my mouth, is he going to intervene and keep me from drowning because he assessed the situation and knew I was going to fucking drown? No, he just probably going to play with the water hose because that's what he do.
Right.
Then you got one dog that may be scared of water.
Mm-hmm.
One dog ain't scared of it, but he don't play with it. So it's just about knowing your dogs.
Dan says this whole issue started along with the debate around attack on command or automatic attack, which is a dog. The automatic attack, you done train for that. You done seen the pictures of what to do if that happens. Okay. Smokestack lightning, what's happening? Davis and Canine, but untrained dogs do the same behaviors. Somebody said
I got a friend that got a little mixed breed beagle. Beagle and some, I don't even know what the hell is mixed with. But I tell you what, this dog ain't never been trained at all. But if you start doing something to her, that dog is going to show you some teeth. That dog is going to try to bite you. He's going to try to attack you. and he ain't never had no training. But that girl sleeps with this dog. She's everywhere with this dog. Now, will he approach if I start swinging something at him? No, because we've been there before. But he did put on a hell of a, hey, he made me think about not approaching. And see, here's what most people do. Training, we're overthinking and we're doing too much damn training with all this equipment and shit. Most people, Joe ain't gonna approach a Chihuahua that's barking and showing a lot of teeth. That's just the honest to God truth of it.
Right. So let me ask you this: do dogs have more natural instinct to protect as well? Have you seen that a lot? Just natural ability to protect.
It just that depends on the dogs and its genetics.
Yeah.
That depends on so like the Corso. The Corso, people think he's naturally protective. Okay. Mm-hmm. What that Corso is, see, most of them Corsos, they're not overly confident. See, I can take some insecurities like my own dogs. I tell people, I don't have strong, confident dogs. I have some dogs with some insecurities, but I use those insecurities to make them effective protection dogs. They're not so insecure that they're going to run and hide, but they're insecure enough to where they see everybody as possible danger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're not interested in engaging with you. They're not interested in playing with you without no training. You're a stranger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So most dogs that's not sure about something, they bark at it. So now when they bark at a cat and then all of a sudden the cat run, that dog gained a little confidence because he took a step forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now the next day he might bark at a cat and he may take 2 steps forward. But if the cat don't run, a lot of them ain't approaching. They waiting till the cat run to approach. Now you got some dogs, if that cat hump up, he's a dead cat because this is a cocky, confident son of a bitch. He's gonna go forward. You hump up, you better hit. Hey, you better hit that tree. If you hump up, you dead. Yeah, you dead.
Yeah. Hey, Charles Martin, man, come in. You the only one that's really like standing on the 10 against Clyde's ideology. Could you come in, Charles Martin?
Hey, Charles, don't come in here against me, Charles. I'm gonna slice you up kindly with a smile, boy.
Yeah, okay. Terry's in the house. God, dog is a lot of people.
But see, that's what people ought to do, man. They ought to come in and let's discuss this. Because, like I said, if I can't make it make sense, throw my shit out the window.
Yeah, y'all gonna look bad in the group tomorrow. Say, man, ain't nobody even show up to
Hey, just want to be them keyboard warriors.
Yeah. What's up, Terry? RBG, what's happening? I got somebody want to come on. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I got somebody for your ass now, Clyde.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me see how I get this freaking link. Let me go in my StreamYard. I'm gonna get me in. Okay, let me see. This gonna be a surprise guest, y'all. Y'all gonna be real surprised about this one.
You take a drug dog. He's been trained to detect drugs. So you got like cocaine, you got methamphetamine. I think both of those drugs have a similar ingredient. So with that, and some of these drug guys may come in, but so you can't tell that dog to go in there and find the cocaine, but leave the methamphetamine.
Yeah, Ty Lee just said, okay, you getting some pushback. If they were just reacting, there would be an instant attack. The growls and barks is the time of assessment. Do I know you? Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes the growls and the bark is a sign that I'm not sure if I want to engage with whatever the hell it is out there. See, I get a lot of people tell me, "Oh, my dog is real protective. When a stranger come around, he gets right by my leg. He protects me." Shit, some of them dogs is getting by your leg to be protected. You got to know dogs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Dan says, if two passive, hey man, thank y'all for all engagement, Clyde. You got them in here tonight.
I want them in here.
Yeah, if two passive people are standing in front of a dog and one of these people has a true intention to hurt you, the dog can't assess or slash determine which person is a threat. Well,
I totally agree with him.
yeah.
Hey, one cat told me, well, he can because when certain people are putting off a hormone and the dog can smell the hormone. So I said, well, what hormone is they putting off? Well, I can't remember what hormone it is. I said, well, you're probably talking about adrenaline.
Yeah.
And again, adrenaline can be put off when a person is excited. He don't have to be mad or angry or thinking about doing something bad to you. So we got to stick with the meaning of the words, people, in dog training. Stick with the meaning of the words, and we will simplify most of what's going on. Quit making dog. See, and I think trainers do that purposely because they want to make the general public think that we're some kind of dog whisperer or shit. Like we doing some shit that can't nobody do. And they want to keep their customers in their pocket.
Right. All right, Clyde, I'm finna bring somebody in. If y'all don't know this man, if you got a Corso or you've been around the Corso for a while, he's in your pedigree. This man's name is in your pedigree from almost 30 years ago. This Mr. Tony Scandy, Scandifio Cane Corso. What's up, Tony?
Good. How's it going, guys? How you
doing, Mr. What is it, Scandy?
Scandy.
How you doing, Mr. Scandy?
Good, sir. How's it going, man?
All right.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Scandy, are you or naysay or yay say that a dog can assess a threat?
You know what, man? I'm not coming in for the challenge. I know you keep saying, tell them to come in and challenge you. I'm not one of those challenging type of guys, but I've been around like 37 years raising dogs, and it's been only Corsos. I mess around with some other breeds, but, I'm listening to a lot of stuff you're saying, and some of it to me makes some sense. Some of it to me doesn't make sense. And, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Just, everybody got different opinions,
Yes, sir. Let me hear it.
Yeah, I'm not a professional trainer. You know what I mean? I'm not certified, but
come on now. Let me hear it, though.
I'm just a breeder. I'm a Corso breeder.
All right.
I'm one of them Corso breeders that's against all that skittish ass shit that you were talking about. The Corsos that you talk about. So are you a trainer? Is that what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
So you are a trainer. That's what you do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the Corsos that you're talking about that you see coming through probably, bunch of unstable basket cases, scared to death of their own shadow, fearful. That's the kind of shit. I started doing podcasts with Joe. I did one with Joe, and I started some of my own because of that shit. 37 years I've been doing it, and a lot of the breeders don't understand. All those problems, that's mental genetics. That's in the genes of the dog. And you did make a comment about certain dogs and certain like bloodlines and different stuff. You said about, it's some of the stuff is in the dogs, and I agree with that 100%. That's totally correct. But like one of the things that you said that was weird to me, like you had said that some of your dogs aren't real stable. They lack confidence or something. And you use that in a certain way. You said something like that, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Using it in a certain way for protection or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, and it makes sense because like when you're saying something like that to me, I think automatically like fear aggression, like fear, timidity, not
no.
What did you mean by that? I didn't understand.
So, okay, Mr. Scandy, I used to have a bloodline of dogs that these dogs were. I got lucky and got a dog. A lady moved here from Germany and brought two well-bred, super nice male and female dogs, and she was breeding these dogs, and I got one of her puppies.
Okay.
And
what kind of dog?
They were German Shepherd. German Shepherd.
Okay.
So these puppies were the real deal. They were at 8 weeks old, Mr. Scandy. I had to start separating these puppies and putting them in individual cages because all of them wanted to be the alpha puppy, even the females.
Okay.
All of them wanted to be the alpha puppy. So when they start fighting as a puppy, you know what happens when puppies start fighting. The other puppies jump in too.
Right. So starting to fight, they were fighting. They were highly aggressive. Fighting.
Highly aggressive.
To the point.
When I separated them, anything that came in front of these puppies, they're barking at it.
Okay.
Anything, anybody,
okay.
They're barking at it. So I had to always intervene with these puppies.
Okay.
So they were real strong natured puppies. When these puppies got older, if you overcorrected them or if you kept correcting them too much, they would challenge you.
Right. I know what you're talking
about. And they would mean it.
Right. Yeah, I've seen it before.
So if you didn't put these puppies in their place, like I had one, my personal dog at 3 months old, I kicked the dog shit out of him. And when he stopped rolling, he was ready to come back at me.
Right. And I've seen it before, man. I know what you're talking about.
So I had a bloodline of dogs that was too serious for the average people.
Absolutely, 100%.
So what I started doing is I took some less aggressive females.
Okay.
And I started breeding my female with less aggressive males. Now, these same puppies, hell, they're 12, 13 weeks old in the pen together, and they're all getting along fine. Because when one started getting aggressive, that other dog don't mind letting him. He's passive. He don't mind letting that dog be the aggressive dog.
Right.
So now these puppies, the first bloodline, Mr. Scandy, if you walked up on my property, these puppies is immediately barking at you. Okay. And they're approaching you. And if you run, they're going to chase you. And if they catch you, they're going to tear your damn pants legs up.
Right. Highly
and they're getting ferocious with it.
Okay.
So
taking and everything.
Yeah. Now my other puppies, when I start taking that serious out of them, a stranger come up, they're going to bark, but they're going to come back toward the yard.
Back up. I got you.
So those first puppies, if they barked at you and you didn't run and you knew dogs, come here, boy, come here. Now they wagging their tail and they coming all up to you and they confident playing with you. Can pick him up and take him home.
Right. I know what you mean. Yeah.
That insecure puppy that's a little bit, you call him.
Right. I got you.
He ain't approaching you. He's backing up.
Right. I got you.
So I take a puppy like that and I use that little bit of insecurity. Mm-hmm. So see, he didn't bark and run and hide behind his pen.
Right.
He just barked and came back in the yard.
Right. I understand what you mean. Just a little bit.
So there's a difference in fear. Right. But okay, let's take me, Mr. Scandy. Mm. I tell people I'm a scary motherfucker.
Tony, man. You got to say Tony. I ain't that old.
Oh, Tony. Okay, Tony. I tell people all the time I'm scary.
All right.
But I'm not the kind of scary that you think I am. I'm scared of. I don't want to get hurt. I'm scared of. I don't want to hurt you.
Right, exactly. I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just jumping into stuff. Right. You got some dogs. Okay, let me give you another example. That first, them puppies that were so cocky and confident, I could set 3 of them son of bitches on a 10-foot building and walk off. All 3 of them motherfuckers is gonna jump off.
Jump, right? I know what you mean. Yep.
I take one of them other puppies, 3 of them, and put them up there, and they hunker down.
Right. I know what you mean. Yeah.
One of them might start kind of moving around, but boy, they ain't coming to the edge of that damn thing.
Enough. Yeah, they're not stupid enough, basically.
They're not stupid. So that cocky dog can be so cocky to where he's a danger to people around and himself.
Absolutely right.
If it's not shaped correctly at an early age.
Right. Yeah,
so that's what I meant by insecurities.
Okay, yeah, like what you're talking about with that little bit of insecurity thing, like where they're going to still bark and back away a little bit, but they're still in their yard, still standing their ground somewhat, just not coming after you balls to wall.
Just not exactly
That's acceptable. When you said the little bit of insecurity, I thought you were talking like when you said Corso, the insecurity we see with these Corsos that a lot of these breeders got, it ain't what you're talking about. It's taking off, running to hide, like you're talking about behind your leg for protection from you.
Yeah, it's scary, motherfucker.
Shadow, that shit should be all euthanized, not even in a breeding program, not sent out to a family pet.
And I totally agree with you. And I've heard you say this, Mr. Scandy. I've heard you say this on a lot of your podcasts. It's not just in this breed, it's in every breed.
All breed, yeah, exactly. There
you got breeders that see the next man making this kind of money and They're just breeding for the money. They're gonna breed some shit. See, in my place,
Right.
I breed and train horses and dogs. They gotta earn the right to breed.
Right. Exactly.
If they don't show me, if my adult dogs don't show me what I want my puppies to show, I don't breed those adult dogs.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you're doing it the right way. There's no.
But you got too many people. They just breeding for the cause of damn. I can get 3,000 a puppy.
Yeah. Exactly, man.
Let me get a Corso.
They ain't got a single clue what they're doing. No clue.
Right. Don't know what they're doing.
They don't understand training. They don't understand anything at all, man. Nothing. No. I like.
But what I think what I've experienced about Corsos, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. They're dogs that are not really naturally gonna go after you, but goddamn it, if you bring it to them, you asking for the fight.
Yeah, it depends on the lines.
Okay.
Joe, are you pointing at something for us?
No, somebody asked me what we're talking about, and I'm pointing up at the title.
Okay. I got you. Yeah. All right. So so no, what you're talking about with the Corsos, like I see everything of what you're talking about. Like I see the different lines, and it's all in a different bloodline. It's all in how they're bred. I've seen that stuff you're talking about, that's firing off, coming at you. Some of the ones that are fighting with each other, acting like they want to kill each other. You got to start separating young. We've seen all that skittish, timid, fearful stuff. We've seen stuff that's just more like an even keel, more laid back. They're not going to fight for no reason, but they're going to defend themselves.
Yes.
Jump off the building, but they're going to come to the edge of that building and check it out. So like everything you're talking about. So when you say like Corso specifically, I'm going to bet that like most breeders, most trainers and even most veterinarians, even across the country, have only seen that really unstable shit, man. And
I would agree with you, buddy.
I send them all over the country, and people are like, man, my trainer said this is like a breed within a breed. It ain't even the same thing I'm used to, you know. Something happened, Joe? Okay, there you go.
No, here we go.
So, said that kind of stuff. Veterinarians said it, trainers said it, and it's all about stability. So exactly what you've seen in your breeds, we've seen it. And like somebody like you mastermind that stuff. You put it together the right way. You produce an ultimate dog. That's what I've done over the last 30-some years. And
yes,
too many
sir.
people haven't done that. They just breed these unstable dogs, continue to breed off of them, and that's why there's so many of those unstable dogs out there. And of course, those get a bad name because breeders don't know what they're doing.
And you just said something, Mr. Scandy, that a lot of people probably missed, Tony. Right. And that's a veterinarian said this. Most veterinarians put out more foul and wrong information than and everybody believes their damn vet.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a lot of vets putting out a lot of misinformation.
Yeah, there definitely is, but there's some good ones. There's some that make sense, you know. So it's the same thing as a trainer, same thing as a breeder. There's good ones, sir. In everything, you know, in everything in the world, there's good and there's bad. You know, police officers, good and bad. You know, firemen, good and bad. Nurses, good and bad. Breeders, train everything. There's good and bad, and you know, you can't hold the bad against the good. Same with the dogs. But the problem is with the Corsos, there's too many bad out there that they're getting a horrible name, and it's because of all the bad breeders out there.
I totally agree with you.
The breeders shouldn't be breeding anything. They shouldn't be breeding guppies in a fish tank because they don't have a clue about genetics, about temperament. They don't know shit. That's about training. Produce a litter and let's sell them for $3,000 and $4,000 a pup. That's all it is. Where like yourself, you masterminded this shit. This is your life. Obviously, I can tell. This has been my life. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm so OCD with my shit, man. I had breeder friends of mine that would come out to the house and be like, you know, say, man, that he's going, man. He got to go. He's incredible. What do you get rid of him for? I mean, he steps in his shit every fucking day. He steps in his shit 3 times a day.
Yeah, you don't like them bad traits, huh?
Like, you're gonna get a dog. You're gonna get a dog that nice because he steps in his shit.
Yeah,
like, it's dirty. Filthy.
Hey, look, hey, you probably just like I have lost some friends because they got a female dog that they Clyde, man. Let me breed my dog to your dog, and they don't understand. I tell them, hey, man. I really don't want my dog attached to anything like that.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I
tell people if I wouldn't want anything out of your female, I'm not breeding my dog to it.
Right, makes sense. Yeah. If she ain't quality, there's no reason.
Let me get Charles here right quick if y'all don't mind.
Go ahead.
Hey Charles, welcome to the show, brother. I saw you in the comments and you was shooting that thing at Clyde.
Man.
Well, Charles was shooting at me.
Clyde, what you over here talking about? Clyde, let me tell you, Clyde.
Yes, sir.
I'm a breeder, but I'm a huge dog enthusiast.
Okay.
I have Guardian dogs. I've had Bouviers, Rottweilers. I've had Terriers. I do some dog training. I disagree with you, man. certain breeds can absolutely make those decisions, like border collies and terriers. They are bred to.
Hey man, you paying attention to Lassie, man? You think,
bro? I don't know what you're talking about. You must ain't worked with enough terriers and border collies, bro. They are thinkers. That's why they assess the whole lot. You tell them to sit, they're gonna look at you for a second, then they're gonna sit because they're thinking about it. If I tell a lab to sit, he gonna just sit. He ain't gonna even think about it.
No, that's because those dogs, terriers, are a little hard-headed. They're a little stubborn. Bro, it ain't because they're thinking about it, man.
They're thinkers, bro. They're thinkers. They not now. Are they a high-level thinker like a human being? Absolutely not. But do they actually make decisions?
So your terriers are your. They're like your dumb. They're like your dumb jocks. That's what the terriers is. They're like your dumb jock. Bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not the straight A student in there. They the big athletic guy, but he ain't got too much of it up here.
I know you want to think that, but let me tell you a story about a border collie. I just heard the other day. True story.
Border collies is they're the smartest dog of all dogs.
But you just said dogs can't assess.
No, they don't assess a situation though.
That ain't true. So listen to my story. This is a true story, bro.
Go ahead.
There was this lady the other day. She was in bed. Her son downstairs in the room. The border collie ran upstairs, jumped on her, made her wake up. She like, what's wrong? He got to go to the bathroom. What's going on? She go downstairs. Her son's door is closed. And she's going to the door to take the dog to the bathroom. The dog stops at the son's door. She's like, what's up with him? Just stops. She opened the door. The son in bed having a stroke. That dog saved that boy's life. So you can't tell me they can't sense energy. They can't assess situations. That ain't true, bro. That ain't
true. So now let's take that same situation right there. Now we're talking about a border collie, okay? So now that border collie has probably been used to sleeping in that bed with that boy. He's probably like that boy's therapy dog. I bet if you ask those people in that household, who did that dog spend more time with in the family? They're going to tell you that dog probably spend more time with that little boy in that room. So now, the boy in there having a seizure. When you around something or someone so much, yes, you pick up on certain things. It's kind of like a dog telling you he needs to go outside and go pee. You know what I'm saying? So that dog knows that his owner is in that room. He wants in that room.
They ain't what
he don't necessarily know he's I don't think he necessarily know he's having a stroke. I don't think he necessarily knows that.
Bro, he knew he was having a stroke. That's not certain.
How can we prove it? How can we prove it?
The man is still alive. That's proof.
No, that's not
if
proof.
The dog never stopped at the door, how would anybody know? If the dog come upstairs, the dog stopped. Wait a minute. I need to go upstairs and wake this lady up, and I'm gonna jump on her chest. Bro, come on. Now, you talking about a guardian breed that sometimes don't think like that. That's true. But there's terrier breeds and collie breeds that think all day long.
Hey, how many times have your dog been hungry and he came over there and nudged you so you can go get some food and put in his bowl?
No. No.
What? You ain't never had a dog come nudge you like, hey man, come put some food in this bowl.
No. I never. If my dog have something out, they'll go get it. But my dogs eat when I tell them to eat. They ain't how we do.
Well. So that's the same situation. That dog that come nudge a person because he was playing with him at one time and nudging on him, and then they went and fed him. So it's a learned behavior. That dog, just like a dog come get you to go let him outside to pee. You know what I'm saying? So that dog,
behavior.
He came and got that woman to come let me in that boy's room.
That's not a learned behavior. That's not something you repeat over and over again in training. No, that's not. That's instinct. That's something that's bred in the dog. That's the thing about when you talk about collies and terriers, they breed those same dogs with those same characteristics over and over and over again until it gets stronger.
So you're talking about a sense. You're not talking about assessing a situation. He sense. You're talking about a sense.
It's a smart dog, bro.
Oh, border collies are very smart. I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
So you going to
but to tell you that he knew that boy was in there having a stroke, I'm not going to ride with that.
So a border collie can't make a decision. He outside all day looking at the flock trying to say, you know what, that one ain't working right. Let me look. Oh, let me go get that one and put him back in.
So you
That's
take a
making
border
decision,
collie,
bro.
you take a border collie, and his owner ain't out there. And if he's a good one, he's out there trying to work some cows. He's out there trying to work the sheep. If he's a good one.
And why is that?
Because it's bred into him. It's his instinct, it's his breeding.
Okay, so that'll make him be able to think.
It's what he's been conditioned to do.
Bro, that's just like a human being. You can say the same thing about a human.
So do you know when a guy say far out to a dog?
You don't even know the person. You can sound like people in your family. You don't even know because it's in your blood.
Right.
That's the same thing. What are you talking about? It's the same thing.
Border collies they have the most highest IQ of all dogs. Now, how did they test that? I don't fucking know. But this is what they say: a border collie is the smartest dog of all dogs. Now,
them and poodles are 1 and 2. That's right.
Exactly. So you take a border collie and his trainer say far out. How do you think he learned what far out mean?
If you tell him far out, if you tell him a word far out, that's training. Absolutely.
How do you think he learned that?
He has a job to do.
But see, he was going far out before the trainer even said it. The trainer just put a word to it. He was doing what he was instinctively bred to do. Now the trainer put a word to it. Because he knows.
Can I interject with both of you guys?
Please.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, so here's the thing. One of the main reasons that I called to jump on is like the thing that I heard about, like you're saying that dogs are not capable of assessing a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that that's what this whole thing started? This whole
assessing threats, Tony. So I'm not saying that dogs can't think, but to the level that people try to put it on, like they can process information like we do as humans. No.
Right. So here's the catch. Like with what he's saying, his thing, to me, I got to be with him on that the dog didn't assess that the kid was having a stroke because it don't know what the kid was having, but it did assess. That dog absolutely assessed there's a problem, and he did what he had to do to get an adult, somebody else in there, and that's something he had to do, and he wasn't trained to do. So he assessed that. The word is assessed. No matter which way we spin the word.
There you go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He assessed that. And many dogs have assessed a lot of things in all breeds. You know what I mean? Like I've seen many of my Corsos assess a lot of things and even assess threats. So I can give you a quick example. And this is why I called in. Like, a lot of the stuff I agree 100% with what you're saying, but I give dogs a lot more credit that I feel that they are able to assess situations. So many years ago, I had a dog that was my house dog, my family dog. Mm-hmm. And my family, was here alone. They were worried at night because I was gone. I mean, what do you think your dog's going to do? You think this dog's just going to protect us? I said, absolutely, he's going to protect us. Well, what do you mean? Well, he don't know how to do that. He don't have to know how to do that. Somebody comes by this house, he's going to hurt somebody. He's going to light him up. He will handle his business. So, they didn't believe me. So, my son didn't believe me. Nobody believed me. So I said, all right. So I had my buddies come late at night when I got home and make some noise outside. This dog hit the door and hit a voice that he has never made in his entire life. And it was a dog Armani. This was when I said many years ago. I'm talking 2001, 2002. So I'm talking 20-something years ago. He hit the door and gave a voice out. And then my buddies were running to the car, calling me on the cell phone, begging me, hey, please don't open the door. Did you get him? He's going to bust the window out. That dog assessed that there was a threat outside and he was going to tear shit up. He assessed that situation. I never, ever in his entire life, he was already 4 years old at that time, had put him in any position or trained him to do that. So then right after that, about a week after that, my buddies that do training were like, man, I think that dog will do bite work. I said, he'll do bite work in a heartbeat. Did you ever do bite work with him? I said, no, man. You bring his sleeve out here. I mean, he ain't going to hit a sleeve. Said, you got to train him to do that shit. I said, dude, he'll hit that sleeve the first time you bring it out. You come here and do a little agitation, and he will light your ass up. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no dog that smart. I said, okay, bring him out. Bring the sleeve out. So he came out with the sleeve. I brought him out in the yard. Had him put a mask on because he knew him. Come around from the side of the house, started acting up a little bit, just a little bit, and came running towards me. I mean, I let him go. He went right at him, grabbed him by the sleeve. I never seen a sleeve in his life. He fed him the arm. So he hit the arm, tried to throw the arm out and go after his leg, and he was screaming, get him, stop him. I didn't have no outward for him, you know what I mean? So I had to grab his leash and pull him, and, he grabbed a hold of the sleeve, And I yelled the word out, and I never trained him to do out. Blasted his choker like 2-3 times, and he finally let go. And he looked at me like, dude, you better get on him too. That was all. He assessed that situation. I didn't train him for any of that shit. You don't.
You just had an aggressive dog. You had a civil dog. You had a dog. You had a dog. For example, like you said, when your buddy came up. When your buddy came up, your buddy wasn't coming up to do nothing to you.
You're extremely incorrect.
So that dog hurt a stranger outside. That dog hurt a person. See, like I told you, those first puppies I had, all I used to have for those type of dogs was a body. You just step in front of these dogs and look at these dogs directly, and these dogs is going to light up on you.
Never did bite work with them. This was a friendly dog, friendly with everybody.
I got the same dog that he done the same thing. Never had no bite work. The first time a guy stepped in front of him, he thought he could cower my 9-month-old shepherd down and damn near got his face bit off because I just had a strong civil dog. My dog didn't assess any kind of threat or anything. He was a civil dog. So this man posturing him.
So he just bit him one time right off the bat, and that's called civil. That's called not assessing a situation.
It's called civil. That's a civil dog.
Totally disagree, man. That's assessing a
I
situation.
totally disagree.
It's
That's
a
right.
So if it's practice and it's training, how do he know the difference if it's training and if it's real? If he's assessing the situation?
Because he did it. He did it, and it wasn't training. We never
did it because he was an aggressive civil dog.
An aggressive dog at all. Never been aggressive in his life. He was a show dog, show champion, one of the top dogs in the world. My family didn't think he would protect. That's why I did that. You know what I mean? Just to show that he could.
So why did you think he would though?
Because I knew the dog. I know how to assess.
Exactly. See, you knew more about the dog than what the family knew.
That they're not trainers. They're not educated like I am.
So what I'm saying is, you knew how your dog act in certain situations. So it's not about him assessing it. You just know how he act. You know what his genetics is. You know what his personality is.
I know that direct dog. I know him, how he is, because I raised it.
Okay, but listen to what you said. I had my friend to come outside. Was your friend out there to do any harm to anybody at your house?
Was he? No.
Yeah.
He was
No. So see, he wasn't there he wasn't there in a threat. Your dog just knew that there was. He was what?
And act like he was threatening.
What was he doing outside on the other side of to act threatening?
I'm around the corner with a stick and everything and a mask on, like coming charging.
But you said so what? The dog could see him out the window?
No, I was out in the front yard with the dog. The time that we did the other thing was the dog was outside.
No, you just had a strong. You had a strong civil. You had a strong civil dog. That dog was at home. That dog was very confident at his place.
Anywhere. It doesn't have to be his place.
Yeah, but so I'm saying
there's good dogs in all breeds, and dogs can assess things. In my opinion, I'm telling you, I totally disagree with your thoughts on they can't assess.
It's okay. We can agree. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah. I've seen many scenarios in my life, many scenarios where I've seen a lot of dogs assess situations.
So this is what I want you to do. You take a dog just like that, and now next time go outside in the yard and have your buddy come running around with his hand up to give you a big hug and kiss, and see if that dog say, "Oh no, I ain't gonna bite him. He was just coming to hug you, man."
I'm glad you said it like that, because I'm gonna give you another scenario. So another time I had a dog named Nino. This is 10 years later. I'm out of my house. Dog's out with me. I don't know anybody stopping by or anything. He's a great dog, show champion also, friendly, sociable with everybody. I keep my dogs out loose, running around, where I'm at in my house. I don't lock them down, or when people come and knock on the door, I don't got to put them in the backyard because they're going to bite somebody for no reason at all, because they're mentally sound and stable. And that's what all protection dogs should be. They should be mentally sound and stable. I hear a lot of the people that are dog trainers and, people that think they know they got dogs trained up perfect, that when they say they bring people to their house, they got to lock them in the backyard or put them in the crate because they're too mean and they're going to bite somebody for absolutely no reason, because mentally they can't assess the situation. That's a dog that mentally can't assess the situation. So my dogs are out because they can assess the situation. So if somebody's sitting hanging out and being cool, they're going to let them pet him and everything. That same person jumps off, starts mouthing off to me for 2 seconds. That dog's going to jump up in the air, stand in front of him and growl at him. Don't know, motherfucker, you better back down now or you're going to get your ass lit up.
So what you saying, Tony, is that I can come to your house, knock on your door, walk in real calm. Hey, Tony, how you doing, buddy? Y'all doing all right today? Come here, Tony. Let me tell you something. Bam, bam, bam. And start hitting you in the chest with my knife. because
that's Blue. Blue would eat you. He would.
Yeah, he would eat me up after I done stabbed your ass 5 times, Tony.
You got that close. Well, wait. Your protection dog in your house. Do you have to put him away?
No, I don't have to put him away.
You bring people in your house and your dog, your protection dog, school people.
Hey, look. So if I let somebody in my house that I feel like would be a threat or something may potentially go off, then I'm gonna have my dog. Right close to me.
On a leash. You have to keep on a leash.
No, I don't have to have him on a leash, but I'm gonna have him right close to me because if I feel like that person may be a threat, then
off leash.
Off leash in the house, off leash.
Okay.
I just tell my dog lay down.
Yeah, that's how mine are. Same way.
Right. So now, but what I'm saying is, if the person across the room, if he got up nice and calmly and pulled out his knife and started walking across to me, and he's nice and calm, then he could do some bodily harm to me.
He can do it how fast though? So you're saying he can get
fast enough for you to get poke holes in your chest before your dog attacked me.
So not on the first attempt to stab you, or you backing away. The first attempt, your dog ain't gonna get up and light his ass up because mine is. Mine's gonna get up.
He's gonna get up after I done got fucking stabbed in my heart.
Get up as soon as his arm goes up.
So what purpose is he served once he got up?
So yours is gonna get up after he stabs you, and she's gonna get up and tear him up.
Yours would get up too if I did it nice and calmly, because like I said, your dog cannot assess. He can't assess what I'm about to do.
So now you're talking about situational is what you're talking about. So even in that situation that you're talking about, your dog that didn't attack the guy because he came real calm and stabbed you twice, then he starts attacking him and tearing his ass up. He assessed it.
No, he's going. So once the guy come to stab me the first, that's when my dog is going to intervene. But see, that could be too late, Mr. Scandy. That could be too late.
Situation to intervene.
Say what?
He is going to have assessed the situation and intervene.
No.
So why is he going to intervene then?
Because so now if I've done some scenario training where I've had somebody to walk over to me very calmly and then do something aggressive, then now my dog has seen that picture. So now
training. I'm talking about naturally, just out of clear blue. No training.
So some Corsos, they're territorial. You just came and got in this dog's space. You're getting in his space. You're getting in his space regardless of what your attention is. And then when you make an action or move, then he responds to it. But he don't know what I'm coming over there to do to you. He don't know if I'm coming over there to hug you or to slap you. He don't know that.
Here's the reality, and you're correct. He don't know if it's a gun. He don't know if it's a pack of gum you're going to hand me.
So he's not assessing the threat then.
No, they're not a human and they don't know that. But as soon as that threat attempts to be that threat where they come that close, if somebody comes to you and is going to stab you, you're going to jump up, you're going to back up. Or if they try to get you when you ain't looking, you're going to, as soon as you get hit. And your dog.
Well, what if I come to give you a big hug all of a sudden?
Well, here, let me explain that to you. And that's why we started telling the story when you said big hug. I love that. So if you want to come give me a big hug and I bring you in my house, I give all my family a big hug. My dog's right there, cool as hell. Because that's a neutral. It's a neutral hug.
Yeah, but see, that's a different. You're making it
to throw me on the ground or try to. My dog's going to tear his ass up. So here's
so what if you and your brother was just
my brother's the perfect thing you said. I'm going to tell you what. That's what I'm going to tell you. So one day my brother came over to my house. I didn't even know he showed up. He comes walking around downtown. I'm working on a four-wheeler. The dog's out here on the side of the garage. Now my brother don't see the dog. This is Nino. He don't know the dog's there. He comes creeping up, and like an idiot, I mean, I didn't know he was there. He wanted to try to mess with me and scare me. Comes run up behind me and grabs me around my back. As soon as he did it, I looked and I heard his voice. I was like, stop. And the dog come running, mouth open, up in the air. I was like, oh, Nino, down. I had to stop him. He was going to kill him. He is
so what do you describe that?
He assessed
Nino
the situation.
He what?
He assessed the situation. I was being attacked.
Exactly. So he didn't assess that you really wasn't being attacked. It was your brother playing with you.
Well, here's the thing. He thought I was being attacked, so he assessed it. You're right. So he don't know for sure if I was being attacked or not.
So he's not assessing the situation. It's just the fact. It's just the
Okay.
fact that somebody's in close proximity to you, Mr. Scandy. But
But if somebody was in close proximity and I was looking at him and he came over and give me a hug, high five, whatever, shook hands, dog ain't gonna do that shit. He snuck up behind me. The
so
dog.
if I walked up and you see me coming and I grabbed your hand, we shook, and I said, "Man, come here, boy," and start rough playing with you, the dog may react the same way.
He might react the same way, exactly. And in the same sense, he's assessing the situation.
No, he's reacting to what he's seeing. He's not assessing the situation.
Grab somebody and start rough playing with him like that. Nobody's supposed to do that. And if somebody we think is going to do that, our dog does need to be put away.
Right. So that's how a dog learned not to do it by you keep no. So what happens is he learns not to react so quickly.
Right. Situational.
Hey,
I need Vic to come back in, man. Vic, come back in, please.
We got different views. That's all. We're about to have.
No, I need Vic to come back in.
It's gonna be a line. It's a line that ain't gonna cross.
Hey, because Vic,
it's like
Vic
versus Kibble.
Vic explains it. He will explain it more.
I'd love you to have Vic back in. He was a military guy, right?
Yeah, he's a military
guy. Yeah. Bring Vic, come on back in if you're watching, man, and address this for me.
Let me read this comment.
Please bring Vic back in.
Christina Buchanan, my son's blue heeler with no training whatsoever alerted my son I was in trouble when my appendix ruptured.
He assessed the situation for her.
Yeah,
that's right.
This comment here, Tony, is directed towards you. Terry Cornish, that's his name. Hey, Tony, how are you? We will talk soon. That is a real certified Rottweiler expert, 36 years, almost 40 years in. Used to show for Bill Cosby and who else? Elizabeth Taylor.
Who is that? This Terry Cornish?
Have any of you guys ever had your dog in the house with you and you start playing like you were crying? And your dog start nudging on you and shit like, hey. So.
Okay, here go Vic.
I'm playing like I'm crying, right. and I'm just playing like I'm crying, and my dog starts nudging on me, and it's just because I'm doing something different. So he's not assessing the situation; he's reacting to something different. Vic, help me out, man.
A human being would do the same thing. A human being would say.
So, but it's not assessing it's not assessing the situation, man.
See, in my opinion, he assessed you did something different.
Exactly.
He's not used to.
Okay.
My question is this for the group. What level are we saying the dog can assess a situation? Because as a military guy, as somebody that's trained police dogs, I can say I can assess the situation, but it's very basic. And I think we give dogs too much credit. When we say, dogs can assess, can a dog assess that that they're a police dog or a military dog and they can assess a uniform?
No.
I've had plenty dogs that were police and military that can't tell that it's a uniform. They assess, hey, person's in front of me and it's time to go. It's time to go. I don't care if he's in the uniform or not. The dog failed the assessment, right?
Right. No,
the dog's reacting to, it's go time. It's go time. Like I don't care what it is. I think that's the failure when we talk about assessment. We try to give them in these humanistic situations. Can a dog assess? Yeah.
Will you watch it a while ago or no?
Yeah, I've been watching.
Okay, good. Okay, so you watch what I was explaining, and so what I'm explaining is, and I just said it. Can a dog assess that it was a knife or a gun? Absolutely not. They're not human. They don't know what that is. They don't know what a knife or gun is.
You can't assess whether you're playing or serious either.
But they can assess if it's
but can a dog react correctly off of guessing?
Can it react correctly off of guessing?
Yes. Can a dog guess correctly?
No.
Can he react off of what he sees?
Think so.
Can he guess correctly?
Yeah, he can guess correctly.
It's guessing. It could be correct. Sometimes a wrong.
Does everybody watch football here?
It's just like anybody else. It's a guess.
Does everybody watch football?
50-50.
Y'all know the play last year where Saquon Barkley spins the second time and then jumps backwards. Y'all think that he assessed if somebody was right there, or did he just kind of react and it worked out for him?
Reacted and he worked out.
That's how dogs kind of think. It's kind of right then, right now. I'm not really thinking too much about it, right? If your dog does something and they tear up the house and you come home 3 hours later and you're yelling, they're not assessing that that's why you're yelling at them. They just thought mom or dad came home angry.
No,
Right?
that's not true.
They're not
That's
getting-
not true. If my dog does something bad and I'm not even in the room, I come in an hour later, he sees me and go in the crate.
That's because
see
you.
you, do
That's
you tip
because
that?
you have addressed it in that manner before.
That's an hour later.
It
But
doesn't
you
matter.
tense
You
up,
have
your
done that
breath
before,
changes, your
though.
tone changes. There's so
No,
much things
I didn't
about
say
you that
nothing. I
change.
just come out the room. I
And
don't
you,
say
you,
But-
you happy-go-lucky and everything, just like you would normally be.
Exactly. Because I don't even know that he's done
Wait.
something.
But what did you do to that dog the first time he did it? What did you do the first time
Let
he
me
did
tell
it?
you, it's something totally new. Nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell
Okay,
you.
and
Don't
and
get
this
me
was
wrong.
this was a
And I
good
know
one by
you, and I
Doug.
know you train military dogs and you train a lot of shepherds and stuff like that. But different breeds are different. That's just the
No, but we're not
different
talking about
dogs
breeds.
are
We're talking
different.
about dogs as
Bloodlines
a
are different.
whole, right?
Yeah.
And
Dogs
Doug
can-
came up with
Hey,
this.
let me get this
I
super
love
chat
that
in by
Doug
Doug.
did this one.
Y'all got the co-producer paying money in.
Read this one because I want to hear their
Hey,
thoughts on this.
the freaking comments, they got their own damn show in the comments. But but Doug says assess, evaluate, or estimate the nature, ability, or quality of fight or flight equals two choices equals evaluate. Boom, I won. Words have meaning.
But if you teach a dog to fight, right? To what level are they going to fight, right? Because most dogs that I know, if you taught a dog how to fight, they're going to take the fight every time. They've never seen a loss. The dog's never going to know when I'm allowed to back down or when I should back down. Every time they're going to be like, I want that fight. You hear a lot of people come on here and be like, my dog will do this till it kills them. Till it kills him, till he dies. He will die doing this. That's not a dog that can assess anything, right? That's a dog that has been trained to do something and he will do it to the umpth degree.
And then he may have that alpha dog in him, and it's just like I can't back down. I can't be relentless in this situation.
You see, I don't agree that dogs fight and they're not sensing.
Right.
It's not a trained thing. Dogs fight because genetically that's what they're bred to do.
Exactly, like a pit bull.
Yeah, they're fighting to kill each other because that's what they're bred for. That's in their genetics.
Exactly.
But do you think that dogs can assess things like if a Chihuahua runs up on a pit bull, right? That's not a fair fight. But he's gonna run up there and do it anyways. That's not assessment. I think that when we
It's
tell
because he's mentally unstable. It's a mental unstable assessment.
Exactly.
he's just a dog. It doesn't
He's
have
a
to be
dog,
aggressive.
man.
He's just a dog.
He's not gonna say, "Oh, that's a Chihuahua. Let
But-
me not hurt him."
Yeah, but we're talking about this whole thing is talking about you're saying
That's
that,
assessing the situation.
Assessing the
well,
threat.
you're saying dogs
Is a
can't
pit
assess
bull a
it.
threat?
You're saying they can't
Like-
assess.
No,
can't
no,
assess-
But
they've
if a
learned.
pit
They've
bull
been
is a
taught
threat-
to react. They react to a situation.
But I'm talking about all natural times. There was
Some
no
of them naturally react to a situation. You have naturally aggressive dogs. You have some dogs that's naturally smarter. A border collie is going to be naturally smarter than any damn pit bull out there, and most likely, because that's the nature of a border
I'm
collie.
not being rude in any way whatsoever.
Say what?
I'm not being rude in any way whatsoever when I say this. You're never going to agree that a dog can assess a threat.
Not to the level, not to the level that you guys, not to the
We
level
agree.
that you guys say. So,
To the
But what I'm saying
degree
is they can assess. So you're saying now they can assess, but to a certain level.
not to the,
level,
they
high
react.
level.
They don't assess it. They just react to a situation.
Let me ask
They're
you,
not
do you
assessing it.
You're going to spin a word of assess to a evaluation
Yes.
or a reaction. You have a different word for
I think the
assessment.
word react
That's
is a
same word.
better
react.
definition.
What's
I think
about
the
definition?
reaction, because the reaction takes out the level of comprehension that we're trying to say. Yes, they
Y'all ain't
see
never
the
seen a big
situation
dog
and they
play with a small dog different than they play with another big dog.
no, my dog plays the
It
same
happens
way.
all day. I've
It's the
seen
same.
big dogs don't play with small dogs like they play with another big dog. They realize, oh, this dog is small.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I play with this other big dog.
He's
That's
right.
assessing.
It's
That's
a small
thinking
dog
about
that
it.
assess the situation.
Exactly.
It's a dog
So-
that assess the situation.
So he's not assessing it.
He's assessing it.
Okay, it's just like a mama dog playing with her puppies.
He's assessing that they're puppies.
Exactly.
No, they're not assessing it.
Oh, they're reacting. It's a reacting. You mean you're reacting?
I like to
I
use the
told
word
y'all-
reacting
I told
because
y'all a
it
while
takes
ago.
out the
Here's the thing.
I
complexity
told
that
y'all a
we're
while
trying to
ago
give
that
these
these
dogs.
words would keep
But the
popping up.
word reacting is the
Assess,
same word as
react,
assessing in
distinguish,
NWA.
and detect.
It's not.
Right,
It's
but
not assessing it.
reacting is
We
more
done.
instinctual.
Well, that's
Where
all
I
it's
think if
useful.
you
Yeah. Okay. So, but they got no brain. So you're saying the dog doesn't have enough brains to react and assess in the same time. We can't give him credit for assessing
a
the
complicated
situation. So wait a minute. So the dog that the guy was telling a story about, where the dog went to the kid's
I
bed
think I
and was
left.
barking and barking and brought the mother in there.
My bad.
That was instinctual to go do that. Absolutely not. That was not instinctual. They ain't a dog born in the world with an instinct to go to bring the mother to the room where the kid's having a stroke.
And the door
There's
closed.
nothing
Exactly.
instinctual about that at all. That's called
Hey, the dog had been used to staying in that boy's room. The dog wanted in that boy's room.
and he assessed that there was something wrong. Assessed
Not
it.
necessarily.
At
Who
4
can?
o'clock
Who?
in the morning.
So he
How can we prove that?
The man is living. He had a
That's
stroke.
the
What are
only
you talking about?
definition for
It's
it.
just
There's
a coincidence that the boy was having a stroke. But how can we prove that the dog knew it?
it's not a
Listen.
coincidence. It knew it.
Well, but
Many
Clyde, let me
behavior,
ask you
There's
this.
a million
behavior,
stories
dog
just like
behavioral
that.
therapists will tell
Let
you
me ask
dogs
Clyde a
can
question.
assess.
You said what did you say? What did you just say? How do we know that the dog knew it? Is that
Yeah.
what you
How do we
said?
know that? How do we know he assessed it and said, "Hey, wait a minute"?
Well,
He
you
just
Wait a
said,
minute.
did.
how did the dog know it? I
So-
mean,
so-
that's what we got a lot of dogs for, to detect diabetes
That's
Right.
right.
and
They
things
assess
like
the
that. You know,
situation.
But how do they detect? They've been trained to do it.
They've been trained to assess the situation.
No,
Exactly.
they're trained, and when something goes on,
Trained to do what?
then they tell this they give this dog a reward for doing this.
But they're not trained to assess that situation?
No, they're trained to react to that
Oh, to
situation.
react. Okay. So
Yes.
they react.
To
Okay.
react to it.
Well, if it's a react should be natural. Reaction isn't training. Training would be
No, all reactions are not natural.
But
Okay, let me give you this situation using your own dog, Mr. Scandy. That dog that you said when somebody knocked on your door. So that dog that you said that would attack somebody, if I came and knocked on your door and outside, Scandy, open this motherfucking door. I'm gonna beat your ass, motherfucker. Open up. Your dog, what is your dog gonna do?
I'm gonna make him stay in house and I'm gonna come outside because I'm not
No,
gonna
but no. But what would your
gonna
let's
handle
talk
it.
about your dog. What is your dog in there? Is he in there assessing the threat?
He assessed that was a threat and he's coming out to light somebody's ass up for sure.
Okay, now I come to your house. Tony, open up the door, man. I'm about to shit on myself. Come on, man. Open up the door. I'm about to shit on myself.
Because you don't have a threatening manner and I go there with carrying myself without a threat out there, he's cool as hell.
Tony,
That stable.
I just said I'm on the other side of the door. The dog can't tell.
I know that, but I could tell that you're not a threat.
No, but we're talking about not you. We're talking about your dog. What would your dog be doing in both of those situations?
I'm the one that has to answer the door. So if I go to the door and he hears it and he thinks, even if he thinks it's a threat,
Tony,
okay,
you're avoiding the question,
I'm not
Tony.
avoiding any question.
I'm not saying what are you doing. I said what would your dog do in both of those situations?
If he would try to light you up if I opened the door and it was a real threat, he's coming.
So see, let me tell you what my dog would be doing. You knock on my door, my dog is barking just because somebody knocks on the door. I train him to when somebody knock on that door, go to that door and get vocal. It doesn't matter.
And you just said you trained him.
I trained him to do that. So now let's take a dog.
To do that.
Okay, now let's take a dog that's untrained to do that. I've had dogs that did it naturally. So now what I got to do for a dog to do it naturally, now I have to let him know if it's okay or if it's not okay.
all right.
Because he done it naturally. So now I got to tell him,
Tony.
I got to tell him it's okay. So he learns.
I got tired of Tony saying that.
So he learns to react to what I
Tony
tell
don't
him.
know what he's talking about with this.
Yeah. All right, guys.
So-
Hey, look at here.
Night, Tony.
Yeah. Tony said shit. Fuck y'all, goddamn it.
Okay, hey, so
Tony.
that dog.
Hey, but great conversation. Oh, there, man. He wants some more. Damn it.
Hey.
He come back for some more. Can you hear me, Tony?
You guys, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Shit.
He can't hear us.
We hear you.
What the fuck happened?
Somebody probably
Can't hear
called
nothing.
it.
You guys able to hear me?
Yes.
Joe, what's going on with the
My
sound?
internet.
Now, buddy, give me your name down there again.
Shit.
Charles.
Kick me out.
Charles, where you from, brother? Can Charles hear me? I guess can't nobody hear. Can anybody hear me?
Joe, can you hear me?
I can hear now. I think it's my internet acting crazy. Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, man. I think my internet failing, man.
Charles, that's Scandy calling you. See, Charles can't hear me because I'm trying to talk to him. I hear
I
Joe.
can't get no sound. What am I doing wrong? Is it showing me back in? Yeah, it's showing you back in.
I hear y'all.
Oh, you are. Okay. Are we able to hear anybody or no?
I hear y'all.
Oh, these guys can hear me. I'm looking at him. He's saying he can hear me. Shit. So I can't hear nothing. Unmute mic.
Charles, can you hear me, Charles?
What the hell?
Joe, can you hear me?
I can't figure this out, man.
I
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you.
You know, my battery went dead. You think I should
Okay,
shut
I
it
heard-
down and come
I
back
heard you,
on real
Joe.
quick?
I hear Tony.
No, Tony,
But I can't hear you guys. What do I got to do for me?
Oh, he can't hear us.
I can't hear nothing. No, I
Check
can hear
and-
you on the phone. I can hear
Check
you
and
now.
see if you got your speaker muted. Tony, see if you got your speaker muted.
Camera.
Yeah, make sure
audio.
you ain't got nothing muted on your phone. Look at your phone. Open your phone up. Make sure ain't nothing muted.
Oh, I'm not on my phone. I'm on a computer. The phone's in my hand.
okay.
I'm on a
Look
computer.
into your. Look. See if you see a settings button.
The settings button down at the bottom right down here.
Yeah.
Settings, camera, audio. Wait, audio.
Audio. Yeah.
Automatically
So-
adjust mic, echo cancellation. Nothing wrong.
Okay.
I hear
Well,
I hear him well.
I tell you what. Let's go ahead and kill it anyway.
Okay, it went too long. We'll do another time. We'll do it
No, we
again.
ain't do too long, but it's a good
Okay.
time. It's a good time to quit.
Okay.
So
guys,
Joe,
okay.
what I tell everybody, man, is we all gonna, there's always gonna be some differences and some disagreements. And it's okay, man. It's okay if people wanna disagree even after just like he may say, even after he may feel like he made his point with me. And if I still choose to disagree, but I don't feel like I really don't feel like he made his point, because I with the situation with me out there knocking on the door saying open up the door, I'm fist to kill you, versus me saying open up the door, I'm about to shit on myself. A dog can't
I
tell
can
the
hear through your
difference out
phone,
there.
Joe.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me or no?
I hear you,
You guys
Tony.
hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you, Tony.
Oh, you guys can hear me through the
I
show.
got the mic up so he can hear
Okay.
you.
All right. Keep
Yeah,
it like
And
that.
and there's always, man, there's always exceptions to the rule. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's always that exceptional dog or exception, that exceptional person. So I'm not saying that in a situation that it couldn't happen, but in most cases, dogs don't have the thought process. They don't have they wasn't created to think and act like us. If they did, why the fuck would God create them and call them dogs?
Yeah, I
Why-
mean, here's my thing. They're not human, so they're not going to assess and think like us because they're not human. They don't have
Right.
the brain we have. But for the brain that they have, in my opinion, they're able to assess a hell of a lot of different things, in
So-
their assessment. It
so
might
let's
not
ta-
be like we're not assessing a gun, we're not assessing a knife, but we're assessing a threat. So just to me, like and I've seen a lot of bad bred dogs that couldn't assess a goddamn thing, just like a lot of people can't assess anything. They're bad bred, you know what I mean? But
Right.
there's a lot of them, in my opinion, and I've seen it. So I've seen a lot of examples of things, like the things I'm explaining. I got 100 more I can tell you, but some of the stories I could tell, even with dogs pulling people out of a fire, people would think I'm full of shit. But
No.
house caught
No.
on fire. The dog went through the window and drugged the daughter, the 2-year-old child, out. That assessed the situation. It's not something that was trained to learn. It didn't learn to go jump in a fire and go in a house and drag a child out.
I would agree with you in that situation. And that's like I said, there's exceptions to the rule.
Right.
You
I
know,
got you.
Those are exceptional. Those are some exceptional situations, man. That's
Hey.
that's the higher power taking over.
Right. I got you.
I have a question for you,
Yeah.
Clyde.
Go ahead.
Vic. What you got? What you got, bro?
Are we against the word assess because it gives a complexity to the thinking process? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I'm not against the
When
word
you
assess.
say
that's what I think it is.
assess, I think that it makes it seem like the dog has a complex thinking
And
process.
a thought process, exactly.
When
That's
we
what
say
it is, man.
react, we want you guys to understand that it is very simple. Do I do this or do I not? That's really what we're thinking of when we say react when it comes to a dog. Assess makes it sound like it's complicated. A dog can react to something that's being off, like the person having the stroke in their bed, right? Because that's not normal. I'm
Or
reacting to something
detect.
that's,
Talking about part 2.
yeah.
What I'm saying, Vic, though, is the reason I use the word assess, because in those situations, especially one like that, in my thoughts, that dog mentally used its brain to assess the situation, and
And I'm
okay,
not saying that dogs don't,
made something happen, but to me, it assessed it.
but I'm saying to what level? Is there a level to where we
It
could just
doesn't
say,
matter
like,
what level. The word assess, dogs can assess, is all I'm trying to say. They're
I think
smart enough, they
assess is
have a
too
brain enough
complicated
to
for a
assess
dog.
certain things. Whether it's low level or mid level, I mean, maybe not high level, can't assess a gun, can't assess a knife, but can assess certain things. There's things that they can assess. Their mind
Right.
can work and it does think. I mean, they're thinkers, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
They
but
go take
not
the
to the
ball for
level that
first
we
time
want
at
to.
the
Not to
game.
the level that. Hey, if they were really thinkers, why that dog you got stepping in shit all the goddamn time, Tony?
They got the hell out of
Why,
here.
why
It's
do
gone.
dogs
They don't
not
have it.
like
All
fireworks
my other
then?
ones
If
step
it's
around their shit. They're
assessments.
thinking about it. They're thinking.
See, I got
They're
a dog
assessing the
that'll. I got a
situation. They
dog
see
that'll
over
get
there.
his mouth.
I'm not going
I
to
got a
step in there.
dog that'll
It's
get
going to
his
get me
tongue
too dirty.
blowed off because he would
Some
go
of them so
grab a
smart,
damn
they're not going
firework.
to jump in a water or run through a puddle of water because it's going to make them a mess.
But we say
Other ones
dogs
run
can
right through that
assess, and
shit.
it's like
Their
fireworks
brain
aren't
ain't working
harmful.
to
Most
assess it.
dogs have never been hit by a firework,
Have the
but they
brain.
still treat it as though it's a threat. So
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean, it
like
just
that. We
depends
get it
on
away
what
from the
level we're
dogs having
talking
a
about.
mentality and having a brain, and that's something that as breeders, we're proud of, that we breed for dogs that are smarter than other people's dogs that they breed for, especially in the Corso breed. With what you've seen, Clyde, I'd love you to come take a trip to my kennel and see all my dogs and let you assess them all and see what your thoughts are. It would blow your mind. You'd be like, man, the shit I've been seeing, I ain't never seen nothing like this. It'll shock you. I breed like you breed. Like all of your breeding stuff that we talked about in the beginning, I'm
Yeah.
100% the same stuff. I've seen it all. And
Well, I've
like
heard a lot about you,
you've
Mr.
seen it,
Scandy,
you wouldn't imagine
and
that. So,
and I would love to see what the characteristics of a well-bred
So
Corso. I
yeah.
would love to see it.
How far are you? Where are you from? What
I'm in
city?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
You want to come out? I'll fly you out. I'll pay for your flight to come out.
Oh
You can
shit,
visit.
man.
That's how positive
Tony
and cool
gets
what I have.
God damn, Tony. You hey.
share the
Oh,
wealth.
I'm gonna hold him. Hey, I'm gonna hold you to that one now.
Set it up. Set it up, Joe. He's coming out.
What do you breed?
High cost.
Where you at, Tony?
What you've seen and what you dealt with, it's going to be a night and day difference than what you seen with
I
the
would
people.
I would like to I would like to experience that, man. I really would.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I really would.
We need to get out of here. It was a damn good show. Everybody in the comments talking about part two.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Hey, Vic, what part of Texas are you in, Vic?
Dallas. I'm not too far from you. Sounds like.
Okay. All right. Sound like we
Okay.
need to hook up. Tony, now where are you
100%.
located, Tony?
I'm in Ohio.
And you, man, hey, you can fly me out during archery season. Maybe I can get on one of them big bucks too.
Man, I live right out in the country. You can hunt all you want out here. My neighbors will let you hunt, man. They got monsters out here.
Oh, come on, man. Oh shit. Hey,
Come
listen,
on
this is what I tell people about the dog world, man. I've met a lot of great people
Absolutely.
through the dog and my horses, man. And I've met plenty of assholes too, but in most cases, man, you meet some good people.
Right,
Tony,
absolutely.
hey man, I'm gonna hold you to that one now.
I'm dead serious. Joe will tell you, I'm dead serious. I don't bullshit.
And Clyde, we're going to get together, Clyde.
Most definitely. I got
Yes,
3 daughters in Dallas now, so I'll be spending more time in Dallas, man. I got 3 daughters that moved down there, Vic.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
All
I'll have to
right,
get
so
your info after the show.
we will, brother.
Well,
Joe,
y'all have a good
thanks
night.
for making it all happen, Joe. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Hey, we'll see y'all.
You got it,
Thank
fellas.
y'all so much.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, bye.